They're considered arthropods. Arthropods are invertebrates, which means they do not have a spinal cord, which protects the central nervous system. Instead, they have a hard outer covering called an exoskeleton. Think of an exoskeleton like the outer body of a car. The job of the exoskeleton is to give the arthropods support and protection. Arthropods also are composed of segments. For example, an insect has a head, thorax, and abdomen, or 3 body segments. Spiders have 2 body segments, and centipedes have 20 or more segments. Arthropods are famous for their appendages. For example, the legs of a spider, the antennae of wasp. What makes arthropods unique is that the appendages have many joints. These joints allow the arthropod to move, jump, or even fly. Arthropods have bilateral symmetry. They look the same on each side. If you run a line from the top to the bottom of an arthropod, it will look the same on each side. Arthropods have an open circulatory system. An open circulatory system uses cavities called sinuses that move the blood around the body. Closed system circulation, which we have, uses veins and capillaries and arteries in order to move blood throughout the body. Many arthropods carry out metamorphosis, which is the process of transforming from an immature form to an adult in 2 or more distinct stages. Arthropods are everywhere. They are the largest animal phylum. There are over 1 million species of arthropods and a huge variety of tasks. Here are 4 subphyla of arthropods to give you an example of some of these organisms. Myriapoda, which include centipedes and millipedes. Chelicerata, which include spiders, scorpions, and ticks. Crustacea, which include lobsters, crab, and shrimp. And Hexapoda, which include ants, flies, and grasshoppers. So there we go. If you'd like to know more about arthropods, this playlist will help. And as always,
from S26, I chose one of the example of arthropods, krills. Krills are small crustaceans of the order Euphasiaceae and are found in all the world's oceans. The name krill comes from the Norwegian word krill, meaning small fry of fish, which is also often attributed to species of fish. They range in size from small tropical species of less than 1 centimeter in length to 6 cm for the largest pelagic krill species in the Southern Ocean. There is one deep-sea benthic krill species that can reach 14 cm. Adult Antarctic krill are approximately 6 cm in length and weigh over 1 gram. Antarctic krill can live up to 10 years, an amazing longevity for such a heavy hunted creature. They spend their days avoiding predators in the cold depths of the Antarctic Ocean, some 320 feet below the surface.
I am from L26, and the arthropods that I have chosen is Vinegaron. Vinegaron is a black or dark brown creature that looks like a cross between a spider and a scorpion. It has 8 legs, though the front legs are used more like antennae to feel their way around. These are commonly found in loose soil, leaf litter, and rotting wood. This has 25 to 85 millimeter length. Vinegarons are beneficial in controlling insects and other creatures. These are also beneficial to have around. They don't do anything bad, they don't eat your food, they don't carry diseases, they don't shoot things off, and they won't sting you. Unless they are disturbed, and that's the time they will shoot acid at you that smells like vinegars.
I am Julie Maisi Guhelde from F26. The arthropods I've chosen is leech. Leech are segmented parasitic or predatory worms that comprise the subclass Herodinea within the phylum Annelida. It is colored black, soft, muscular, segmented bodies that can lengthen and contact. It is usually found in fresh water. The side effects of leech when it sucks blood can cause fever, vomiting, or trouble urinating. The beneficial of leech can treat acne, can treat hypertension, and help improve blood flow.
I am Artijan Anthony Sahak from S26. The arthropod that I've chosen is walking stick. Pasmatodea or walking stick. Pasmatodea are an order of insect whose members are variously known as a stick insect. More than 3,000 species this walking stick they can call ghost insect. They reach maturity between 3 months and 1 year and usually live up to 2 years. Environmental benefits. Their feeding activity may be beneficial because they prune foliage, encouraging new plant growth. The feeding activity of a very large walking stick may cause host plant damage. The damage usually minor, unless the foliations occur repeated over the course of several years.
I'm Arthita K. Kasim from Ed 26. The arthropods that I have chosen is dragonfly.
Dragonfly is under insects. It has elongated body with 6 legs and 2 pairs of long wings. Dragonfly is an expert flyers. They can fly straight up and down, hover like helicopter. These insects have 28,000 eyes and can see 360 degrees around them. Dragonfly are considered beneficial to humans and important to environment. Dragonflies feed on small medium-sized bugs, eating like mosquitoes, flies, moths, and midges. It eats hundreds of mosquitoes each day. Also, it keeping population of mosquitoes under control. Dragonflies are harmless to humans, but they can bite out of self-defense when they feel threatened.
I'm Professor Yusonaris from 826. I choose the Arthropods is wasps. A wasp is any insect of the narrow-waisted silverder, a procata of the older Hymetoptera, which is neither a bee nor an ant. Benefits of wasps: these wasps take those unwanted pests from the garden and bring them back to their nesty with each young.
I am Maida M. Mantover from F26. I choose the one of example of arthropods is thrips. Thrips. The name is both singular and plural, like fish or dirt, represent an extremely diverse group of insects that is often overlooked, but is important to humans. Although small, you can find thrips on just about any flower you find. Truss the flower hard on some paper and you dislodge some. The beneficial of thrips: thrips can readily move long distances floating with the wind or transported on infested plant.
I'm Marisa T. Malik from the Ed 26. I choose the one of example of arthropods is bark lice.
Bark lice are, as the name suggests, often found on the bark of trees. These litter a pea-like insect graze on RJ, spores, pollens, and other organic matter from the surface of leaves and bark, which is why they are so common. Bark lice do not cause damage. In fact, they are considered beneficial to the health of trees, as bark lice spin their webs and slowly spread across the tree trunk. They eat a wide variety of a substance which may pose health risks to trees. Bark lice clean up RJ, fungi, mold, and dead plant tissue.
I'm Jazeera M. Gampa from N26, and one of the arthropods that I have chosen is beetles.
Beetles are insects that form the order Coleoptera in the superorder Endotygota. Their front pair of wings are hardened into wing cases, elytra distinguishing them from most other insects. Benefits of beetles. Beetles are useful to mankind in several ways: breaking down waste matters, feeding on dead or decaying animals, feeding on leaf, litter, aerating the ecosystem, reducing weeds, and feeding on crop pests, like for example ladybird beetles. Beetles are not harmful to humankind. They don't bite.
I'm Fans Maricha Milamja from 826. One of the example of arthropods that I chosen is millipedes.
The example of arthropods that I chosen is millipedes. Millipedes are common in arthropods, found in damp location, where they feed on decaying organic matter. Millipedes are beneficial as recyclers, as they break down decaying organic matter. Millipedes are not harmful. They cannot bite or sting, and also they do not attack people.
Hi, I am Alpadsri Igil Jalas. I choose one example of arthropods is cicadas. Cicadas, the origins of cicadas is called cicadidae, and it is belong to insect. And the beneficial of cicadas, they are provide food sources to many animals in land, in aqua water, and the disadvantage of cicadas, they are not harmful to human, and they are rarely cause significant damage to plant. That is the advantage and disadvantage of cicadas.
I am Reynalyn Jusiris from S26. The example of arthropods that I choose is bee.
Bees are beneficial because of their pollination service, helping to provide food in the form of fruits, nuts, leaves, roots, and seeds. They can also produce honey. And fresh bees' honey is used in the treatment of the eye disease, tooth infections, bronchial asthma, and easily digestible food for the weak people. Their sting can be painful, so avoid touching live bees.
I am Rajimal Kevisin. I am from 826. I choose one of the example of arthropods is woodlice. A woodlouse is a crustacean from the monophyletic suborder Onychidae within the isopods. They get their name from often being found in old wood. Woodlice or Armadillidium vulgar may be small, but they have a key role in helping the decomposition of cellulose in wood and paper. They also help break down animals' feces and turn into useful manure. Their natural habitat is in leaf litter in woodland and scrub areas. The benefits of woodlice are harmful to humans and play a key role in nature's cycle or decomposition and regrowth. The bodies of roly polies also provide a good source of calcium for spiders, birds, and frogs. Their normal home is outdoors amongst garden leaf litter in dark, damp crevices or under stones. As the weather gets cooler, they move into your house looking for somewhere warm to help them survive the winter months.
I'm Marcelina J. Amil from Ed26. I choose one of the example of arthropods, which is Dobson flies.
Dobson flies are active at night and are attracted to light. They have an awkward fluttery flight but still travel considerable distances and are occasionally found some distance from a body of water. Adults live for a brief period and do not feed. Dobson flies develop from underwater larvae known as hellgrammites. The larvae live for up to 3 years among rock on the bottom of flowing rivers and streams where they feed on insects and small fish. They typically occur only in high quality, well oxygenated water. Larvae grow up 2-3 inches in length, are dull colored, and have gill, filament, and feathery keel cluster along the side of the abdomen. The Dobsonfly harmless to property and crops. No control treatment are necessary. Thought they don't feed on people. Both adults and larvae will bite and handled carelessly. The benefit of Dobson flies. Dobson flies and helgromites are beneficial insects. They are a key component of the food chain for fish that live in the stream and rivers where they are found. The predatory nature of the larvae help keep other species in check, including black flies, a serious biting fish.
I am Raj J. Libera from 826. I choose the arthropods is praying mantis. Praying mantis. By any name, these fascinating insects are formidable predators. They are triangular heads poised on a long neck or elongated thorax. Mantids can turn their head 180 degrees to scan their surroundings with 2 large compound eyes and 3 other simple eyes located between them. Praying mantis means praying hands. Some Christians say that praying mantis represent spiritualism or pity. And if found in your home, may means that angels are watching over you. Some Muslims say that the praying mantis is always facing towards Mecca. Benefits of praying mantis. As with many of nature's predators, hunters often become the hunted. The mantids' natural enemy include birds, bats, spiders, snakes, and lizards. With so many enemies to worry about, perhaps praying mantis actually are saying their prayer.
I'm Harrison B. Mangkabong, 826. I choose one of the example of arthropods is nightcrawler.
One of the example of arthropods that I choose is nightcrawler. The nightcrawler, this worm is also known as the greenhouse worm or compost worm, as used in compost production. These worms are found in moist or damp conditions, such as compost heaps, manure heaps, and decaying leaf or organic garden. So what are the benefits of nightcrawler? The nightcrawler also commonly used as a worm fishing bait. Worm population alive in a great form our soil and plants. Nightcrawler improve soil structure by creating burrows and opening up spaces within the soil. Also, worms feed on decaying and rotting organic matter to decompose. So, what are the harmfuls that can used by the nightcrawler? The harmful are, without the nightcrawler, some arthropods have become endangered species. So that's why the arthropods is very important in our environment.